Welcome inside Kauffman Stadium. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Kansas City Royals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. About to get started here. And starting this one, Seth Lugo. What should we keep an eye on here?
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Mookie Betts will get us started.
Leading off tonight for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
That one outside. And we're underway. And that one's a little bit low. And now 2-0. And that is out of play. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
The 2-2. Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Yeah, here comes Tommy Edman. In the dirt, ball one. Betts aboard here at first with nobody out. Close, but called a ball. Now 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Fastball for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
First and second, no outs. And now Freddie Freeman. Down and away for ball 1. First and second here, no outs. That one finds the corner, and it's 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just off the inside corner, and the count is 2-2. No outs, runners at first and second. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's ripped to right down the line. And foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one missed. Teoscar Hernandez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that'll load the bases.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. That catches the corner. Bases juiced, no outs.
They need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That misses. 1-2 to count.
Well, Boog,
1
early
ball, 2
on in this
strikes,
one,
down.
having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
The 1-2. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. And that one is inside. Tough start for him so far. Already at 30 pitches here in the first. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
They obviously were in a pretty great spot to take the lead right there with the bases loaded, and I'll say that was a good, patient at bat to draw the walk, and you know what? Still counts as an RBI.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Taps softly third base side, a swinging bunt, and that's a foul ball. Bases loaded, nobody out. Line and a base hit into right. 1 runs in. And they don't push it. Runner holds at third. Bases loaded now with still nobody out.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Bases loaded, nobody out. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. Golden opportunity right here. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
That's in there, and it's 0-2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Stays alive. Misses inside, and the count is 1-2. And that's too high.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Hauls it in for the out. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Michael Conforto stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Way to lay off that pitch down. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least 1 run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him.
That one hooked foul. Two outs. That's off the mark, and now it's even 1-1. Slice to right, down the line, and it's foul. Freeman, the runner at third. Hernandez at second. Smith at first. 2 out of the inning. Fights that one away, still 1-2. This one in the air, center field. Isbell sizing this one up. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the 1st. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Royals nothing. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and towing the slab here, Shohei Ohtani. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Now it's the second baseman,
Leading
Jonathan
up for the
India.
Royals, the second baseman, Jonathan India.
And that one is inside ball 1. Just missed.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. Way outside, and that's ball one. Swing and a foul straight back. That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper.
2-1.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. Right back to him on the mound. Fires over to first. And Witt is out. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
That one misses in the dirt. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
On the ground to third. Muncy sends it to first. Inning over. Nothing doing for the Royals. They trail things here 2-0. New inning getting started. Now it's the rookie DH, Hesung Kim. Lugo back to work. The other way. And foul ball. Kim hitting 9th in today's lineup, and he's a native of South Korea. There's a strike. Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
And now 1-2. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Mookie digs in here. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And first offering is fouled off.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
All one.
When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with
Ball
more
back
contact,
outside.
with less swing and miss. Turns and fires the bets.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Tommy Edman.
2 outs, base is empty. Tommy Edman at the plate. A walk and a run scored his first time. That pitch gets the inside corner. Strike one. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. 2 outs, base is empty. That's outside, and a count 2-1. Next offering is fouled back.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. 2 down, nobody on. Good job to fight that one off. Struck him out looking. Dodgers go down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the second. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia. That is upstairs for ball 1. Ohtani, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
One gone, runner at first. Next is the designated hitter, Jack Caglione. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 outs.
Batting 7th, the left fielder, Drew Waters.
Drew Waters stands in. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
All set for the start of the inning. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit.
Freddie Freeman.
Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. First offering, and it just misses. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a chopper out to short. Witt over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Fastball for a strike. One down, base is empty. That one not close.
2 strikes.
And that is ball 1. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Will Smith to the plate. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. And a base hit into right. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
The third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy. He popped out his first time. There's the strike.
0-1.
Fastball right back to the mound. Gets it to first. That ends the frame. So the Dodgers leave 1, but they're on top 2-0. And we're back.
Leading
And the
up
batter
for
now,
the
Drew
Royals,
Waters.
the left fielder, Drew Waters.
First
That's a
pitch
ball.
misses.
1-0.
And
Ball
another
two.
ball. A little bit low.
That's ball three.
Ball 3. In for a strike. Went with the sweeper. Up the middle, Edman. Jumps, throws, throw
He's
off
safe.
line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
And next up for the Royals, John Ray. And that
No,
one
that's
a
down.
little below the knees. And that's ball 1. Waters on at first. Nobody out. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. And it's 1-1.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Right through there for a strike. Nobody out. Runner at first. Outside low. Now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Got him swinging.
Batting ninth.
And now
the
it's Kyle
center
Isbell.
fielder, Kyle Isbell.
And that misses. Ball 1. Just missed.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Next pitch is outside. Man at first, 1 away. Fastball for a strike. Pickoff throw, and he's back in there. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but his confidence should
The
still be
second
high
baseman,
enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
India stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. That one finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in the last half of the third. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And there are two down.
Now batting, shortstop Bobby Witt Jr.
Digging in, Bobby Witt Jr. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Ball one there.
Counts 1-0.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
2 balls, no strikes.
And another ball. That's in there. And now 3-1. And they're all loaded up.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. He's 0 for 1. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
The next offering misses. And a count even 1-1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Ground ball left side to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, that's a great effort with 2 outs, and he displayed why it's so important to get out of the box quickly. There's no time to waste on these plays, and that hustle down the line to beat the throw really earned him that run.
Two outs, bases full. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. Struck out swinging his first time. Pitch kicks away. Runners stay put. That's ball 1. Bases loaded. 2 down. In there at the knees. And a count 1-2. Two outs. Fights it off. He'll see another. Pitch misses there. 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. In the air, right side. And that ends the inning. So they get 1 but end up leaving the bases loaded. On to inning number 4. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Royals 1. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Dodgers,
John
the
Sciambi
right
with
fielder,
Chris Singleton,
Michael
and set to lead off the
Conforto.
fourth, Michael Conforto. That one fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Isbell hauls it in for the out.
The center fielder, number 44.
And up next for Los
Pages.
Angeles, Andy Pages. Fly to center his first time. Just off the outside edge. 1-0. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Not close with that one. And a count 2-1. Right through there for a strike. One down, base is empty. Ripped to short. On to first. 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the
Now
defense
batting,
work behind him with
6.
another ground ball. Good execution.
2 down, base is empty. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Struck out swinging his first time. And that clips the inside corner. Next offering is in for a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
That one lifted to left. Waters makes the grab on the run. Back here at Kauffman
Leading up
Stadium,
for the
ready to
Royals,
go,
the
bottom
third baseman,
4. Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. There's the strike.
Well, these Royals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Edmonds slings to first. 1 up, 1 down.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned, and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
To the right side, and Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play. Handles, throws to first, and a couple of quick outs.
The left fielder, number 8, Drew Waters.
Drew Waters steps in for the Royals. right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And that one misses up and in. And the count is 1-1. Way high. Edge of the zone, called a strike. 2-2 now. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Royals 1. Back here in Kansas City, here's Mookie now. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Lugo back to work. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Yeah, the count 1-2.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
That misses the zone. 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
That one misses, and the count is filled up. This one in the air. Pasquantino makes the catch for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Edman.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. He is struck out and he is walked. Edman, a former Gold Glove winner, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it falls. So a man aboard now with one away.
The first baseman.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. And that's off the outside edge. And that is ball 1. Edman stands at first with one out.
Runner, yes.
Runner on the go. Ball misses. Tag save. The throw from Perez too late.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner in a scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
In the air, left field, Waters. Puts it away for the out.
Well, really laboring here in the fifth. Next pitch is going to be number 100. Man, you got to think this is probably his last inning if he can get through this thing. Now just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. And that one sliced foul. And now it's even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Outside
Nope,
with a
outside.
breaking ball. Runner at second, 2 down.
Finish him.
And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. 1 left for LA. They still lead it 2-1. John Rave digs in now. His first at bat was a strikeout. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Michael Kopech up and loosening in the pen. Number 86, a left-hander, also throwing. That one way outside. Now 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Hauls it in, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 28, Kyle Isbell.
So up now for Kansas City, Kyle Isbell. He reached out a walk his first time. That one misses. Ball 1. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
Now
2
batting,
down.
the second baseman, Jonathan India.
Back to the top of the lineup. Jonathan India at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Down the line. And that's a foul ball. That pitch just misses the inside corner. Now 1-2. Two down, nobody on. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Next offering misses down and away.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Throw on to Freeman. That's out number 3. So they make short work of him there. We're through 5. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Royals 1. New pitcher in the game for the Royals, Angel Serpa.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run game. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Bullpen action for the Royals. John Schreiber preparing to come on if needed. Cruz, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. The lefty, the 1-0. Inside, just missed. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. And it remains 2-2. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Here comes Max Muncy. And fires in a fastball at 95. Runner at first with no outs here. Next pitch is downstairs.
1-1. What do you got?
1-1, check swing, appeal down to third. He went around, according to Carl Dixon. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To India at second for 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. That one laced to center and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andy.
So digging in, Andy Pajes. And there's a strike. Conforto off of first with 2 away. A changeup missing. 1-1. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field, and that'll get down for a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Hitting is really easy for
Now
some
batting,
guys. One
number
thing that I
6.
can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Line drive, and it's just foul. That was close. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. And a breaking ball misses outside. And that one missing low. First and second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And just misses with that one.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Mookie Betts waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. In the air out towards right center. Ray makes the grab on the run. 2 left on. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Royals 1. Michael Kopech will take over here.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get.
Number
So
45.
they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Kopech.
And to the plate for
Leading
Kansas
up
City,
for the
Bobby
Royals,
Witt Jr.
The shortstop.
If you don't get ahead in the count,
Witt
you can forget about
Jr.
having any success against him.
And that's outside. Ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Tanner Scott, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Vesia getting cranked up as well. And that one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering misses, and the count now even up.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Next pitch off the plate. Full count now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Oh, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
No outs, runner at first. And now the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far. He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the sixth. Next offering upstairs.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Next pitch is outside. Just missed. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hernandez ranging after it. Makes the catch, one down.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Salvador Perez.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one at triple digits.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
And there's two away.
Up next for the Royals, the third baseman, Michael.
Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Kopech a throw over. Ow! They got him, and that will end the inning. John Schreiber on to pitch here.
Now pitching for the Royals, number 46.
Here's Mookie Betts now.
John
1 for 3.
Schreiber.
Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Right side, and that's just foul. That one in the dirt. 1-2 to count. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
And here is Tommy Edman. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And the sweeper is off the plate.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch misses way outside. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Hit in the air, left field. Into the dive, and he got it!
That diving catch right there is the kind of play that just fires up the team, whether it's to make more great defensive plays or to get back in the dugout and swing the sticks.
And here's Freddie Freeman. Not even close there. And that's ball 1. Towards first, Pasquantino. The flip to the pitcher covering, and Freeman is retired. 3rd out. Dodgers down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead.
Now pitching for
they hand the
Los
ball
Angeles.
over to a new arm, Tanner
Number
Scott.
66.
These are the spots relievers
Tanner
really make a name for
Scott.
themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well,
Leading up
one-run
for the
game.
Royals,
Here's the third
the
baseman,
baseman,
Michael
Michael
Garcia.
Garcia.
That one
Ball
missing
1, no
inside. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
And a swing and a miss. 1 out. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Jack Caglione, the next to hit. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Out to short. He gets to it with a slide. To first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Drew Waters. In there, and it's 0-1. And
That's
ball
a ball.
1.
1-1.
That's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. And there's a ball. That's to third. Muncy sends it to first. Royals set down in order. Nothing across here this half. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Royals 1.
Pitching for the
So the Royals bring on a new arm, Lucas Erceg.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Well, one-run game at the plate. Teoscar Hernandez. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. That's in there, and it's 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, blowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Smith, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a foul ball. Next offering upstairs. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Daniel Lynch getting ready to go. Cruz also throwing. Liner to second and picked on the hop. India over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Here's Muncy to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Erceg, 29 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. Tap foul at the plate. Two outs. Check swing went around. That is strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Up the middle. Whips it to first. And the Dodgers are set down in order. So they go quietly there. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Royals 1. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Nick Lofton.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Scott back to work. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Pitch hitter coming on, Martin Cannon.
And this is a big at-bat coming through. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Fastball is outside.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And another ball. Action in the pen down there. Kirby Yates, the anchor of the staff, is getting ready to close this one out. On the ground, a second, might be two. There's one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tanner Scott will depart, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
Alex
Los
Vesia into the game.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Jonathan India will hit next. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. First pitch, and he just misses. Trying to hold a one-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hard ground ball, base knock.
The batter, number 7.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
2 outs, runner at first. And now it's going to be Bobby Witt Jr. And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Fought off foul. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. The shortstop takes the ball. Check swing, called strike.
Tough call right there to even the count. Such a big difference between 3-1 and 2-2 in terms of how the odds shift for the at-bat.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Snap throw to first, and he's back safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Out to short. They get the force, and that's the inning. So 1 left for Kansas City, and they trail it here 2-1. Pitching change here, Daniel Lynch.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And here is Michael Conforto.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Bullpen action for the Royals. Sam Long, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. High in the air, out to right. And out number 1 on the grab.
The center fielder, number 44, Andy.
And next for LA, Andy Pajes. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
One down, base is empty. On the ground to the left. Slings to first in time.
Now batting, number 6.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Ha-Seong Kim. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Clips the outside corner, and it's 0-1.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
This one lifted in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Royals 1.
Now pitching for
So
the
they turn to their closer, Kirby Yates.
number 38.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
3-4-5 due up for the home team. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals.
Pasquantino.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. One-run game, bottom 9. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
2 strikes. Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Royals, the catcher,
Salvador Perez now at the plate. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. That one catches the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Up the middle. Bounces into the outfield for a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat.
Now
Really nice
batting,
job
the
staying
third
up the middle
baseman,
with his
Mike
approach.
Brown.
He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Got him swinging for the K. Royals down to their final out.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Last chance for the Royals. Jack Caglione digs in now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
And a ground ball to first. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, we saw a lot of good pitching and defense in this ball game, and when you have a low-scoring game, it's imperative that the players stay on their toes, ready to make plays behind their pitcher, and they did exactly that. It's an excellent win. Everyone goes in the clubhouse feeling really good about themselves.
And your final score here today, 2-1. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.